Part 4, we are in the home stretch. We got a lot done in part 3. Part 4 is gonna be pretty similar, just working on a bunch of this miscellaneous stuff, getting this thing back together. And then part 5, we'll just go ahead and do the whole motor. Once that's done, we'll get it in the bike, and this thing will be ready to sell. Graphics have arrived. These are the $39.99 eBay special. Pretty basic. You got your shrouds, you got your fenders, and maybe your swing arm. Again, no number plates or anything crazy. So I'm just using some rubbing alcohol, just some isopropyl alcohol you can get at the drugstore. So you always want to make sure to use some alcohol or some other kind of cleaning solvent on brand new plastics before putting graphics on. Since this is a kit for a 2008 front end and we're putting the 2019 front end on here, we're gonna have to make sure this lines up. Got it trimmed up on the side. Went ahead and trimmed off these going back. Let's do the rest. Looking good. I mean, I'll tell you what, for 40 bucks, you cannot go wrong. After doing a little bit of research, I actually found out that you need a bracket to mount this new 2019 style front fender on here. So I went ahead and looked online to, buy one of these things, and they were like $50. I'm like, there's absolutely no chance I'm spending $50 on a piece of metal. So I was just looking at some images online, and I'm like, you know what? I can just make my own. So that's what we're gonna do. Just ran down to Ace, picked up these 2 brackets. They're like $3, $4 each. Thickness should be good enough to tap some threads into. These holes really don't matter because we're just gonna, mark our own, drill our own, and then cut these to size. So I don't have any idea if this is actually gonna work. So we'll go ahead and we'll try it out. I just realized that these heads are sticking out. I won't let my fender get up against and flush with that bracket. So we're gonna have to take these out, use a different kind of bolt. I think we might just do like a countersink with a flush bolt up against there. That way we can mount the fender right up against those brackets. Well, back to Ace I went. Went ahead, got a countersink because I didn't have one big enough. And four of these bolts here that'll work out. Alright, we got some foam missing out of the seat. It's not too bad. Usually you can just put the cover over that and call it good, but I actually had some of these foam strips laying around. So we'll go ahead, we'll cut a little strip out, and we'll put it in there. And that should do it right there. Then once we put the seat cover over, you'll never know it was there. I went ahead and went over to Harbor Freight, picked up this air nailer for like 20 bucks. I'm always doing it with the hand nailers. And I just said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get myself one of these air guns, make it a little easier on myself. Alright, we got this white seat cover. I've never done a white seat cover. Hopefully this one goes on pretty well. Alright, we got the main ones in here to start, and this actually went on really easily. There's like no creases in here, nothing. So now we can just basically go rapid fire and all the way around. There it is. Man, this thing looks good. We got all the staples in there. That air stapler was awesome. What a lifesaver. I think the white turned out really good. No creases. It's all nice and tight. But man, this thing looks good. I can't wait to get it on the bike. All right, so since we're trying to save some money, we're gonna go ahead and take the old shifter. The shaft is in good condition, but this tip, this thing's pretty whooped. So instead of, you know, spending 20, 30 bucks on a new one, I had this laying around. So we'll go ahead, we're gonna drill out this rivet, unscrew this one out of here, and we'll put this tip on this one. Pretty easy fix to save 20, 30 bucks. Don't have to buy a new shifter. We're gonna have to go ahead and press this bearing out here, so let's take it over to the floor press. I go my own way. Don't care what you say. I do my own thing. I do my own thing. Pipes on these bikes can be pretty expensive. You know, you're looking at 200 or 300 bucks. So this one's not too bad. It's a little rusty. We're gonna go ahead and you know, wire wheel this thing, clean it up a little bit, some Scotch-Brite, and then once we get it on the bike, we'll go ahead and get that pipe guard and cover up some of these dings here and hopefully prevent any more from happening. Oh yeah, I mean, look how much better that's looking already. So we'll go ahead and finish cleaning up the rest of this, and then we'll show you guys the finished product. I mean, look at this thing. A little bit of wire wheel, some Scotch-Brite, simple green, just some elbow grease, probably about 20-25 minutes cleaning this thing up. This is the way to do it right here. No need to buy a new pipe. Haha, yes sir. Fork seals are done. The last step is we're gonna go ahead and add some oil here. I went ahead and picked up the 5 weight. That's what the manual called for, and they called for 350 cc's or 350 milliliters. I read some forums and did some research and saw that if you lower that a little bit, it'll help with the mid-stroke feel. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put 325 milliliters in here.